Hello and welcome to Lantern Lane Stories. Tonight's story is Young Leonardo and the Kite Bird. Welcome, little one. Pull the blanket close. Tonight our story floats away to a soft green hill in Tuscany. Tuscany is a sunny part of Italy, full of olive trees and slow rivers. The hill we are visiting is small. It is covered in silver olive leaves. A warm wind moves through them. The leaves whisper, almost like paper. At the top of this hill sits a tiny village made of yellow stone. It is called Vinci. In Vinci, the streets are narrow. Donkeys clip-clop down them, carrying baskets of figs and warm bread. A small bell rings high in the church tower. It rings every hour, soft and old. The year is 1452. In a stone cottage with a red roof, a baby has just been born. His mother is a young woman named Caterina. She has wrapped him in clean white linen. His wooden cradle smells of fresh straw and lemon soap. His name is Leonardo. Outside, bees hum in the rosemary bush. A goat bell tinkles far away. Caterina sings to the baby in a soft Tuscan voice. He listens with wide, dark eyes. One quiet afternoon, the sun is high and gold. The shutters are open to let the warm breeze in. Caterina hums while she folds clean cloth on a wooden table. Bees drift past the window in lazy circles. The baby's eyes are open and curious. He watches the sunlight slide across the white ceiling. Suddenly, a shadow passes over the cradle. A bird has flown in through the window. It is a kite, a wild Tuscan bird the color of warm brown bread. Its wings are wide and quiet. It does not flap like a sparrow. It glides like a small brown blanket on the air. It hovers for one slow heartbeat above the cradle. Then its long tail feathers brush across baby Leonardo's lips, soft like a feather pillow. The baby does not cry. He blinks once and then again. His tiny mouth makes a small, surprised shape. Caterina turns and gasps. "Oh," she whispers. "Little one, what did you see?" The kite tilts, finds the sunlight at the window, and flies away. It is gone in a slow second. The room is quiet again. Only the bees and the bell in the tower and Caterina's soft breathing. But Leonardo's lips still feel the gentle tickle. Without knowing why, he will remember this his whole life. The years roll by, slow as honey on a wooden spoon. Leonardo grows tall and quick. His hair is curly, the color of chestnut shells. His eyes are bright and full of questions. He lives on the hill in Vinci with his grandfather and his uncle Francesco. He runs barefoot through the long grass. He loves the smell of rosemary, wet stone, and warm bread from the village oven. But most of all, he loves to look up. He watches swallows darting over the red rooftops. He watches dragonflies hover above the slow stream. And he watches the kites, yes, those same brown birds circling high above the hills. They lean, they tilt, they ride the warm afternoon air. They never seem to flap their wings. Leonardo lies on his back in the grass. He follows their shapes with his fingertip. "Nonno," he says one evening. Nonno is what Tuscan children call their grandfather. His grandfather sits on a stone bench, peeling a small pear with a tiny knife. "Yes, Leo, how do they stay up there?" His grandfather smiles a slow, kind smile. "That, little one, is one of the great mysteries. Maybe one day you will tell me." Leonardo nods very seriously. He picks up a stick and draws wings in the dust. Long wings, curved like a bird's. He looks at his drawing, then up at the sky, then back at his drawing. The dust is warm under his fingers. A cricket sings nearby. By the time he is 7, he carries a tiny notebook everywhere. His uncle Francesco has given it to him. It is bound in soft leather. Leonardo fills the pages with little drawings: a snail's shell, a dragonfly wing, a leaf turned to the light. He draws what he sees and he asks why. Why does the river ripple in those exact curving lines? Why does smoke twist as it rises from the chimney? Why does a feather float but a stone fall? Nobody in Vinci can quite answer him, so he keeps drawing. When Leonardo is 14, something exciting happens. His father takes him on a journey. They ride donkeys down the dusty road, away from the hill of Vinci. They are heading to a great city. The city is Florence. Florence is full of bells, bridges, and the smell of fresh paint. Leonardo's eyes go wide as a coin. He becomes a student in the workshop of a famous artist named Verrocchio. There, he learns to mix colors made from stones and flowers. He learns to paint kind faces and gentle hands. He learns to carve, to sculpt, and to look very, very carefully at the world. People all over Italy begin to whisper his name. Leonardo of Vinci, they say. Leonardo da Vinci, what a curious mind. But his real secret is still in his notebooks. He keeps small leather notebooks tied to his belt. By candlelight at night, he draws and draws. He draws machines no one has ever seen before. Wings made of wood and cloth, stretched like a giant kite. Soft propellers that spin like maple seeds. A boat that climbs the air. A ladder of clouds. Bridges that fold up like paper. He fills page after page. He draws hundreds of flying machines. Hundreds. And one night, in tiny, careful handwriting, he writes a memory. He writes about a day long, long ago. A day when he was a small child in a wooden cradle in Vinci. A day when a kite came down from the sky. A day when soft tail feathers brushed his lips. Perhaps, he writes, that is why I have always loved the sky. Today, on that same green hill in Tuscany, the little stone house still stands. It is called Casa Natale di Leonardo, Leonardo's birthhouse. Children visit it every summer. They walk the warm path lined with silver olive trees. They peek inside the cool, quiet rooms. They look up through the same window his mother once opened. And sometimes, if the wind is right, a kite still circles high above. Wide brown wings, quiet as a dream. Now close your eyes, little one. Imagine the soft Tuscan hill at twilight, the olive trees rustle. The church bell rings far away. Lanterns glow in the village windows. Somewhere, a tiny baby Leonardo is sleeping in his cradle. Somewhere, a brown kite is folding its wings on a warm rock. The whole valley breathes slow and soft. And so, Florence also slowly, slowly fell asleep. Good night.